In this presentation, we will walk through Phase 1, Part 2, which focuses on applying to the teacher education program. In order to be eligible to apply for teacher education, the requirements listed on this slide must be completed. Once submitted, your application will either be considered accepted or pending. The process for submitting an application is on the following slides. Applications for teacher education are available the first 4 weeks of the fall and spring semester. Once submitted, your application will be reviewed in the Teacher Education Services office and then will be sent to the Admission and Retention Council for approval. Once approved, it will be sent to the full council and will either be approved or you will be considered pending until certain requirements are completed. You will receive an email around the 11th week of the semester letting you know the status of your application. Applications can be found on the Teacher Education website. Prior to submitting online, you will need to set up an interview with your program coordinator using the Teacher Education interview form. You will not be able to complete the online application until this step has been completed. After setting up an interview, submit your application online. You will then need to submit the listed documents to the Teacher Education office in the Education Building, room 207. You can download the interview form from the Teacher Education website. Be sure to bring this form with you when setting up your interview in order to have your program coordinator sign it. This form will need to be submitted with your application materials to the TES office. An advisor's copy of your transcript can be provided by your academic advisor. The advisor's copy is needed for your application so that the TES office can review all courses taken and grades received, whether from UCO or any other institution. A copy of your degree plan will also need to be submitted with your application materials. You can locate My Degree Plan on your UConnect account. It is advised that you keep an eye on your degree plan to ensure that all degree requirements are being fulfilled along the way. This is one of the best ways to be your own best advocate for your course completions. The first of your certification exams is the Oklahoma General Education Test, or the OGET. You were required to pass the OGET prior to being fully accepted into the teacher education program. You can still submit an application to Teacher Ed if you have not passed the OGET. However, you will be considered pending until a passing score is received in the TES office. As a reminder, student teaching at UCO is offered in the fall only. Your application for your student teaching internship will need to be submitted a full year prior to the semester in which you plan to complete student teaching. The application can be found on the Teacher Education website. As always, please feel free to stop by the TES office in the Education Building, room 207, anytime for questions. You are welcome to call or email as well, and we will be glad to assist you in any way that we can.